Assalamu alaikum. This is a prophecy of the disbelievers and their fate, an underlooked prophecy from the Quran, a short surah that is commonly recited yet underappreciated because of the lack of context that people have. So this video will shed some light into the prophecy to appreciate it more. Before actually diving into the prophecy, here is the context. Before the surah was revealed, the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, was already facing assault and assassination attempts by the polytheists such as Abu Jahl, one of the worst enemies of Islam. However, even though they were constantly trying to get rid of him, they also tried to negotiate with him to come to some terms because of their failure. And you can read these in both of the screenshots on the screen from the sealed nectar. One of the events of negotiation is as follows, where four of the polytheists approached the Prophet, peace be upon him. They included Al-Aswad bin Al-Muttalib bin Asad bin Abdul Uzza, Al-Walid bin Mughira, Umayyah bin Khalaf, and Al-As bin Wa'il As-Sahmi, which was the father of Umar bin Al-As, the great companion. And then Allah revealed the following surah, Surah Al-Kafirun. It says, "Say, O disbelievers, I do not worship what you worship, nor are you the worshippers of what I worship, nor will I be a worshipper of what you worship, nor will you be worshippers of what I worship, for you is your religion, and for me is my religion." The prophecy is in the 5th verse, which states, "Nor will you be the worshippers of what I worship." The verse is in future tense, meaning those worshippers will not be worshippers of who the Prophet, peace be upon him, worships, which is Allah alone, single in worship without associating any partners. All those who approached the Prophet for negotiation died as disbelievers. Here's the death of Al-Aswad al-Muttalib and Walid ibn Mughira, reported from Sirah al-Nabawiyya by Ibn Ishaq on the left, also mentioned by Tafsir ibn Kathir. After the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, invoked his curse upon them for their mockery and ridicule, Angel Gabriel blinded Al-Aswad. He died shortly before the Battle of Uhud in his disbelief, as stated in Sirat al-Mustafa on the right, while still trying to incite the people against the Prophet. Walid ibn Mughira, on the other hand, died with an old wound being opened by Angel Gabriel. As for Umayyah bin Khalaf, after the Battle of Badr ended, Umayyah and his sons were held captives of war. Bilal, a slave who was tortured in the hands of Umayyah, wanted revenge, and the Muslims killed him off. That was the death of Umayyah. He died in disbelief. Lastly, Al-As ibn Wa'il, it is mentioned in this hadith recorded by Abi Dawood that had he been a Muslim, his son, the great companion Amr bin Al-As, would have done good deeds on his behalf, which would have reached him on the condition that he had been a Muslim, confirming that he died as a disbeliever. By the end of the Prophet's prophetic career, people entered the religion in waves, as mentioned in Surah An-Nasr, 100th chapter, and some of the greatest enemies of Islam like Khalid ibn Walid, Abu Sufyan and others who waged wars against the Prophet accepted Islam. This shows the riskiness of the prophecy, meaning that if any of the four disbelievers became Muslim, it would have falsified the prophecy. Subscribe for more prophecies.